What's going on? What's going on? We back. It's the Boxing Clinic of Morris, your boy CJ Goodfella. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. We grinding. Shout out to the entire LDBC. All right. And we here, man. We here. I definitely appreciate everybody for rocking out with us. Yeah, we gonna do a short little live stream real quick. Um gonna talk about you know, what people think about Deontay Wilder and Joshua after the Alexander Povetkin fight. All right. Should get some interest chat here. Okay. Um, you know, never know. All right. It should be a good fight. Stillwater and Joshua. But I've been hearing people still I still been hearing people still say, Joshua is better fighter than Wilder. I just don't see that no more, man. And I think people just stuck in their ways, all right. There's a few things I think that go on and why people still believe Joshua can win. People keep telling me Joshua's better technically. No, he just looks better technically. He just looks what you used to seeing. Okay, when you really, what's going on, Mister Gilly Land? Sorry, bro. Land Palolo and Prophets of Almighty Law 703. People still want us to keep saying that Joshua's better. He better technically. He this and that. This guy and that guy. And you know what, man? If anybody know that performance Joshua put on Saturday night was trash, man. All right. If that was Wilder in there, if that was Luis Ortiz in there that night, he loses, man. Okay, he loses. No ifs, ands, buts about the situation, man. He loses that fight. All right. And it's the American people that's saying this shit, man. Okay. You go back, you look at the fight. Povetkin had faster hands than him. Povetkin had better movement at the hips than him. Povetkin head moved side to side. The only thing Povetkin really would fuck Povetkin up, all right, is his chemistry wasn't allowed to work. And also he was loading up looking for one knockout shot because he knew he wasn't going to get a decision on the cards versus Joshua. Okay. So he was putting all the steam behind one punch. And Joshua was able to see those punches coming and roll them and parry them and block them. Okay. Ain't nothing special about Joshua, man. Ain't nothing special. Ain't nothing special about him. He don't hit the hardest. He don't have fluid hands. He don't have fluid feet. He don't have nothing. Nothing. I don't see it, man. I don't see anything special in Anthony Joshua. Okay. Only thing special I seen from Anthony Joshua was that uppercut he hit Klitschko with. He hasn't been able to recreate that same storm with no other opponent. Almighty Law said, man, he don't look no better to me than the last fight. What the hell is he supposed to be working on? The Philly shell? Yeah, I don't see no improvement. He utilized the jab a little bit more. Okay, what's going on, LTTV? He used the jab a little bit more. Okay, and it looked kind of stiff at one point, but as soon as he started getting tired, it started being lazy. Okay, he fighting tentative, he fighting scary, the whole nine, man. The whole nine, man. Fighting like a little scary bitch. He ain't doing shit special, bro. And I'm just trying to figure out what people see that he's doing that special. Joshua's getting worse to me. Yeah, Randy, really. He is getting worse, man. And can't nobody see it, though. And they going to stick with Joshua till he get put in his fucking grave in the canvas. All right? They going to stick with him until, Wilder beat him. They're going to make some type of excuse. They're going to try. I don't know what the excuse is going to be, okay? It's going to be a huge excuse. You just look at Joshua. You can tell, man. That's why I know motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. I don't go back and forth with niggas no more, man. Outside. I mean, really, I don't even go back and forth with my niggas on my page, okay? You got your own opinion on, what's working over there. And clearly, most people are just biased, and I've seen this shit before. They turn around and they make an excuse, for when they fight or lose, okay? They made excuse with Kovalev. They made excuse with Golovkin. They make excuse after excuse, all right? Keep making excuses. Warning, still haven't seen the fight. You ain't missed shit. It's going to happen sooner than later. Eddie better find another golden goose. I don't think they're gonna throw him in there, man. They got the public opinion on their side still, man. I mean, anybody could look at these two fighters and tell that it won't be close. It's shit gonna look like, what's up, McLovin? It's going to look like the motherfucking Bermane Stavern fight. I'm telling you, it's going to look like the Stavern fight. That's what it's starting to look like to me. You know, people look at AJ. I mean, what's up, underrated darkness, man? I see you, bro. AJ, I don't see it, man. I don't see it. Unless something drastic happens to Deontay Wilder, and I don't see him beating Fury. You know, I don't see him beating Fury. Now you see Eddie Hearn trying to discredit Fury, saying he's the most unentertaining fighter I've seen. You know, Anthony Joshua ain't too entertaining. These last two fights are being a snoozer, excuse me. You know, these last two fights that he done fought in, I wasn't impressed. The last three, the Takan fight wasn't impressive, okay? The Parker fight wasn't impressive, okay? And then last night, Alexander Povetkin. You know, and somebody brought up a good point. With him only fighting 2 times a year, they stunned his growth. You know what I'm saying? He you know, it is what it is, man. He only fighting 2 times a year. How you gonna get better fighting 2 times a year? Deontay Wilder was fighting 4, 5, almost 6 times a year at one point. You know? And people say, we fought 4, 5, 6 booms and woo, woo, woo. They say that, but they won't say what Golovkin was over in Europe doing. You know, they won't say that. McLovin, appreciate it. I appreciate support and support your channel, bro. I enjoy your video. I appreciate it, bro. Shout out to McLovin for the super chat. All right, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? You know, and, you know, I just don't get it no more, man. Like a lot of these, I mean, I see a lot of, man, I'm going to just keep it a buck, man. I see a lot of black fight fans, man. Okay, I see a lot of black fight fans out here that celebrate and support every other fighter but black fighters. Okay, I see them supporting Golovkin. I see them supporting Canelo. I see them supporting Tyson Fury over Deontay Wilder. And you know, I'll just be looking like, damn. You know, you see Mexicans, they come on my page, and I don't have no problem with them, man. AJ gonna fold within 6 round time. Man, that shit gonna be some Stavern shit, man. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't make it out the first round, all right? I wouldn't be surprised. You know, but I see a lot of black fight fans out here, man, on my page, man. And they out here slandering black fighters and kicking it with the Mexicans and kicking it with the American skinheads and that support everything but black. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it real. Okay, kicking it with everybody else, okay, but the black fight fans, and they will argue up and down, okay? They argue us up and down that oh yeah, this Errol Spence and Crawford and Deontay Wilder, and you know, and I'll be looking like, man, do you know these Mexicans come on my page, and I don't have no issue with nobody, man. As long as you keep it respectful. These Mexicans come on my page and tell me how Mikey will beat the fuck out of Errol Spence, okay? They don't care. They gonna ride with Mikey until he get put in the canvas, and then they gonna carry Mikey to the back and still celebrate Mikey for a good effort, all right? Same thing with Mexican fighters. Canelo got caught putting that shit in his ass. Everybody know he was cheating, but they still roll with him, okay? They still roll with him all the way. All the way up and all the way down in my Fat Joe voice, okay? They roll with him, okay? Our fighters lose. They lose. We discredit them. We disown them. Or we don't even own them at all, okay? But then these the same motherfuckers, okay? These the same fans that when they retire going to be trying to talk, oh, he was a great fighter and woo, 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 and this and that. Nah, man. Nah. You know? Nah. Fuck up out of here, man. Fuck up out of here with that. You know, same thing they was doing with Ali. I'm not talking about black people, but, you know, a lot of the white people hated Ali, man. They hated him. He talked too much. He didn't want to join the military like Joe Louis did because he didn't want to carry no Viet Congs, man. That's what he said. You know, and they act like they couldn't see his point of view. And then they celebrate him when he no longer can talk and he's shaking his shit. I'm going to tell you this right now. If Muhammad Ali could have talked, man, he would be talking cash shit about Anthony Joshua, man. You know what? Lennox Lewis is trying to keep it neutral because he got UK ties, okay? And the rest of these coon-ass retired athletes, retired boxers that's supposed to be back in Deontay Wilder over here back in Alexander Povetkin, okay? The nigga with the microphone at HBO. You got Paul Maldonado over here, dick riding Anthony Joshua committing treason, acting like he with America, but he really over there with the UK and Europe. All right, let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck, man. You got Floyd Mayweather that cried for us to support him versus Ricky Hatton and cried to support him versus Manny Pacquiao. Talking about American pride and versus Conor McGregor. Okay, you got all that shit, but he over here trying to bag. He over here teaching the Russians how to fight in the boxing clinic. All right, you know, in the boxing clinic over there, building gyms and shit over there kicking it with Anthony Joshua, not kicking it with the American champ and giving the champ some pointers. Nick Zulz was giving Deontay Wilder some pointers about how to throw the jab quicker. Floyd Mayweather over there dick riding Anthony Joshua saying, I can show you some things in the gym. You know, just some hateful ass shit, bro. Just look at it, man. Look at all this shit, man. All these hating ass motherfucking media members and ex-boxers. How you over there giving game to the Russians, man? When you can't even go down to our US amateur system and go to a couple of their fights and help run the US amateur system. Okay? You got Freddie Roach was running that amateur system. He had Parkinson's. Couldn't nobody go over there and help him? Couldn't none of these fighters, you know, say, damn, we see a lot of these kids turning pro like Erickson Lubin, Daniel Dubois, not Daniel Dubois, Erickson Lubin, Devin Haney, David Benavidez, all these young guys that can win gold, turning pro and don't want to fight amateur no more. They don't want to go to the Olympics no more, okay? And, you know, you see that shit. Why they ain't putting their 2 cents in, man? You know, why they ain't going down there to offer to run that amateur program? Ain't none of these niggas too busy. Ain't no Timothy Bradley too busy with all his fights not to help out. Ain't no Andre Ward too busy to go help out with that shit, family. Okay? Tom said we the only ones who made it to feel guilty about caring about black fight. Exactly. You know, you get on here and motherfuckers say, you know, y'all just do shit, dig right, Eric Spencer. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm a black fight fan. You know, I'm gonna support my black fighters first, okay? You know, but if I think they gonna lose, I'm gonna tell you on my channel because that's my channel about, you know. But I was pulling for Robert to beat Mikey, but I knew Mikey was too much for him at the time, okay? Okay, I'm always gonna keep it a buck about my fight predictions, but I'm gonna support the black fighters first. That's what you're supposed to do, okay? But you gotta feel guilty. You gotta go on these threads, and I don't even really go on nobody else shit, but you know, LDBC and LDBC affiliates. Not, man. I don't talk in boxing groups no more on Facebook. Just a whole bunch of retarded ass niggas, dog. You know, and I see you, I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you. A lot of these niggas get disrespectful, and I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you when I see you. Now, if you fair game, you game enough to smack back, well, we about to be rumbling, dog. I ain't got time for the disrespect, man. You know, they want to, you know, call you nigga, monkey, and all that. Man, please say that shit to my face, dog. I'll put that on everything I love. I'm definitely going to break my foot in your ass, man. All right? You know, they tell you the Charlos ain't done nothing. This guy ain't done nothing. At the end of the day, man, look at Joshua, man. Like Angel Santos came on. His back foot was straight, bro. Like this nigga had a peg leg, dog. Your back foot is supposed to be bent so you can be agile, so you can have leverage. He don't have no leverage. He don't have no technique. What is Rob McCracken working with Anthony Joshua on, bro? Nothing. I see no improvements from him. You know, but people won't admit that, dog. People still telling me, oh, it's still a huge disparity gap in skill. And I'm like, nigga, you know better than ain't no disparity gap in skill. There's no gap in skill level here. If the gap is Deontay Wilder, people just don't accept the fact that Deontay Wilder has an unorthodox style. But you tell me, who faster? Faster hands, faster feet, better movement. That's Wilder. Who got better agility? Wilder. Who control distance and fight on the front and the back foot better? That's Wilder. Who got a better jab? Wilder. Who got better stamina? Wilder. Who got better punch variety? Wilder can knock you out with either hand, uppercut, left hook, straight right hand. You know, I'm not going to let them continue to dominate the narrative. All Wilder got is the right hand. Like nigga was saying for a long time, Wilder ain't got no jab. I'm looking like the nigga. I'm looking like the jab. You don't control distance versus nobody on a championship level, even in the heavyweight division, without a jab, without having a jab and having a good jab. He controlled distance with his jab. Okay? What else do y'all want? What's Joshua doing, man? Joshua put earmuffs on, covering up like a woman that been through 10,000 domestic violence cases on. Look how he fights, man. Look how he fights. Scary. Nose got broke again, or got busted by Alexander Povetkin again, bro. You know, Povetkin threw, I think it was a jab. The only few jabs he threw in that fight, and pop Joshua nose open. Man, Wilder gonna go cut through that guard and leave Cuz sleep, man. He gonna leave Cuz sleep. Yeah, they Almighty Law 7-3 said they always gonna get my support unless they on some ducking motherfuckers. Definitely not supporting no ducker like AJ. Yeah. And motherfuckers, what's up, Ronald 50? Motherfuckers was rocking with AJ, dog. Okay. Dudes was rocking with AJ. You know, we thought AJ was straight coming up. We was catching his fights. And then he called out Wilder. People forget that. He called out Wilder. You know. And when he called out Wilder, you know, it was after the Charles Martin fight. Wilder was like, I was gonna let him ride, but let's get it popping. He started this shit. Okay. He brought this upon himself. He ain't too bright. But also, you don't hear about people talking about, you know, how Alexander Povetkin was a grandpa. You don't hear about how Vladimir Klitschko was, 40-something years old. But you hear about how Luis Ortiz is 39 years old. And clearly, you know, the quote-unquote Rick Glosser said that Ortiz was 48, 49 years old. But that 48 or 39 years old, what's up, New Fat Boy Fitness? I see you working. You know, that's 39 or 48, whatever they want to call him, Cuban. He performed way better than Alexander Povetkin, okay? Punchline Puzzle, what's going on? He performed better than Alexander Povetkin. I guarantee you that Luis Ortiz would have beat the shit out of Alexander Povetkin last night. He didn't beat the shit 2 nights ago. He did beat the shit out of Anthony Joshua too. Easily would have dog walked Anthony Joshua last night, man. They know better, man. And they gonna sit there and fight Dillian White, bro. And after his fans, only 5% of his fans wanted to see Dillian White of yesterday morning. Okay. They got this weak ass Tony Bellew press conference on. Like we don't give a fuck about Tony Bellew, United States, man. That ain't gonna boost Alexander Usyk profile, okay? But what it will do, it would boost his profile. It will boost his profile over in the UK, okay? That's what they're trying to do. You know, that's what they're trying to do. And it's the same shit this morning. This morning they got almost 500,000 votes. It's almost 2 hours to they're being on there a whole day. Okay. And Wilder still has 53%. Okay. Fury has 42%, and Dillian White has 5%. So people in the UK starting to wise up. All right. They don't want to see that shit. But I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go, bro. You know, Eddie Hearn is going to do what every other damn near UK fighter done. And what every other UK promoter done, or most of what their fighters did, was they dry up the UK, okay? They make as much money out the UK as they can. Or if it's an opportunity, you know, if it's they opportunists. So if it's a good opportunity to get a belt and they might have to move outside the UK to get a belt, they'll do that. But the majority of the UK fighters, they dry up Europe, okay? They dry it up, and then they come state their claim over in America and use the excuse, well, I was old, or the business side, I didn't come over here. That's what they all do. Or they never leave the UK. They're happy with getting those pounds over there, okay? And a lot of dudes that's from the UK, they don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, man. A lot of them dudes that's in the UK, some of them dudes don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, okay? You know, and that's what they do. They drop the UK. Then they want to come over here and they get their ass whooped because they know they come over here and get their ass whooped early in their career. It's going to be a short career. Okay. But it shouldn't matter because those fans are going to continue to support them. You know what I'm saying? And you got weird cases. We got to go over there and retire their ass. Okay. Junior Witter, Timothy Bradley retiring, beating the shit out of Junior Witter. Errol Spence come over here and putting it on Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? You got cases like that. But that's what they do, man. That's what they do. They sit their ass over there and they dry up the UK. They dry it all the way up. That's what they want to do, man. Then at the end of their career, they're going to come over to the United States and try to cash out. You know, but it's funny when you don't hear people call Alexander Povetkin grandpa. That motherfucker looked like the Sith Lord after he got fucking nuked, okay? You know? You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker look old as hell with that robe over his head. It came out looking old as hell, man. But you know, I mean, all you heard was how Luis Ortiz was old, okay? And then I seen Blue World Sports had Fearson, Spencer Fearson in the UK. Like, nigga, who are you? Who the fuck is Spencer Fearson? Another motherfucker that fought over there that didn't leave the UK because he knew he gonna get his ass whooped. Okay, let's just keep it real. Who the fuck is these niggas to be saying, oh, Wilder's a caveman, but it works for him? What is Anthony Joshua? Come on, I want to hear some criticism about Anthony Joshua's performance. Oh, Joshua didn't look his best tonight. He ain't looked his best since the Vladimir Klitschko fight, and that was a shitty performance, to be honest. You know? That was a shitty performance, to be honest. What's up, Gangs PP? Yeah, you see why Alexander Povetkin took all that shit up his ass, all right? You know, Deontay Wilder would have been, man, he'd have power dropped his ass into the canvas. Would have been no contest, dog. You know? And that's why the UK, you know, when it comes to coming to America, that's why the UK, they suck. They suck. I mean, that's like, man, how can I say it, man? I can't even really phrase this shit right now. But that's like, you know, that's like bums beating up bums. And then you step up to the elite level and you think you're gonna do the bums, the elite fighters the same way you do the bums. It don't work that way. Everybody got the same style in the UK, man. The same style. They can fight on the front foot. In Europe, everybody can fight on the front foot, but they don't have no back skill ability. No matter if they're Jamaican, Nigerian, they white, I don't care, Arabic, whatever it may be. They might have fast hands, they might have fast feet, but none of them niggas got the slickness. None of them got bend. None of them can box on the front and the back. It's very, very few. Okay, it's very, very few. What's up, Professor X? They fighting the same. They sparring against the same style every time. Even a dude like Chris Eubanks Jr. with all that athletic ability, he's not slick. Amir Khan with all that athletic ability, he's not slick. They sparring the same motherfuckers time and time again. And then when you come to the US to spar, you sparring different dudes. You sparring dudes that can box, dudes that can move, dudes that can slick, you sparring sluggers, you sparring power punchers. You sparring all types of people. So usually when they get in the ring with us, we already seen that style, okay? And they haven't seen the style that we bringing, okay? And then you got people that can adapt. You got fighters that can do some other things over here. That's why Anthony Joshua is garbage. Hot garbage. Hot garbage, man. You know, and at the end of the day, the fans are starting to speak, you know. But you know what Anthony Joshua gonna do, right? He gonna fuck around, fight Dillian White next. Then he gonna fight the Fury Puev winner for the WBO. He gonna be the IBF mandatory. You know, that's a year right there. Then he probably gonna come back and fight Big Baby Miller. He gonna say that's my WI mandatory because he might get the shot at Aquindo for the regular title. Okay, then he gonna come back and fight Usyk at the end of 2020. Okay, I mean it's already set up for them, man. The only way, you know, this shit gets done, you know, when Anthony Joshua and Wilder, and if the fans in the UK pull their dollar away, okay, they start taking away them fake ass sellouts, all right. But they won't. You know, apparently that's like they fucking Super Bowl over there. Other than the Premier League, they won't do it. Okay, they don't want to do that, man. So you know, at the end of the day, he gonna be over there to be the champ over there. They can say whatever they want to say in history. They can say Deontay Wilder didn't want to make the fight. They can say whatever. It's well documented. I can live with that. Me knowing the truth. If they don't fight, I know what would have happened. Okay, I know what would have happened. At the end of the day, they're gonna lowball Wilder. You know, they always telling Fury he'd never get 50%. At the end of the day, that's fine and dandy. You can stay in the UK and be a UK legend. But at the end of the day, when your box career over with, motherfuckers already know you won shit, bro. You know, you was just Frank Bruno in a watered down division. When you had to fight, you didn't have to go fight motherfucker Foreman, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. You know, you didn't have to go fight a Murderers Row of Fighters, okay? It wasn't no Ernie Shavers. It wasn't no Ken Norton. It wasn't no Larry Holmes. You know, it wasn't no Ali, Sonny Liston. It wasn't no Joe Frazier. The list goes on and on, okay? It ain't none of them there. You know, you didn't have a Murderers Row of Fighters from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s. you know, David Tua, Tommy Morrison still. You don't have a lot of guys that you had to compete with, okay? You didn't have that. You had a Charles Martin. You had a Grandpa Povetkin. You had an overrated Joseph Parker, okay? You had an old-ass Vladimir Klitschko that should have knocked you out but stopped punching, okay? You had 3 guys to beat, okay, to solidify your legacy, and that's Luis Ortiz, okay, because he was a mandatory. That was Tyson Fury. You called him out all of a sudden. You don't want to fight him, and that's Deontay Wilder. You got 3 fighters to get, and you can be a fucking legend, okay? That's not hard to do. But what's going to happen is that young bull, Daniel Du Bois, is going to come up, and you're going to have to fight that ass, okay? That's what's going to happen. You know, some young bull going to come up and have to fight his ass, okay? He going to get clipped. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker looking worse and worse since the Klitschko fight. He ain't had a great performance yet since then. And why is that? Who knows? You know? We don't know what's been going on with Anthony Joshua, but he ain't getting better. He need to find a new coach. But I don't think that can help him neither. Lowland Proper says, as long as Eddie can convince the UK public that the bum versus the bum is it's a massive class, not a damn thing will change. 80K casual buy into it. Exactly. What's going on, CB Sports TV? Yep. And I don't give a shit, man. I've been without good heavyweight boxing since Lennox Lewis and Vitaly Klitschko, okay? You know, this ain't even no entertaining heavyweight shit they putting on with Joshua, okay? You know, it's just true. It's not entertaining. I remember the 90s. Had really good fights. Niggas going to war. You know, and everybody know Joshua ain't no legend. He just UK born in the right era, and his promoter made sure he bought all the belts. See, this shit is Al Heyman fault, okay? You know, all Al Heyman had to do was feed fucking Charles Martin and Deontay Wilder. And it is what it is. But he do what's best for his fighters. And he got, Charles Martin, $6-7 million. And 9 times out of 10, that bum then ran through that money already, okay? He done ran through the money. What's going on, Jamaica? I'm just getting here. Have we brought up that they're trying to make a deal for the fight before the fight? Yeah, trying to make a deal before the fight. Like, no, man, you show up ringside with a contract. You can negotiate the contract with Frank Warren and Al and Shelly Finkel for whoever wins, Fury or Wilder, and you come up ringside with that contract, okay? You know, they're not gonna give them niggas a fair split, man. 45%. If they offered Wilder anywhere from 40 to 45%, I say more closer to 45% right now before the Fury fight. That'd be the smart thing to do, because after the Fury fight, you know, you see it, Anthony Joshua. You know, I don't know who the UK stars is at this fight. Okay, all I know, I seen Usyk and Ozan, Usyk and Lomachenko and Shannon Briggs and all them motherfuckers. Watch, you're gonna see LeBron at LeBron and Lonzo at a Brian fight. You're gonna see Denzel Washington there. You know, Al Heyman gonna call up the stars, bro. You're gonna might see Magic Johnson there. Okay, you're gonna see a lot of different people there, man. I don't know why UK do that. I mean, YouTube do that. You're gonna see a lot of different people there at those fights, man. And we're gonna make sure that whole sell out, man. All right, we're gonna make sure that whole sell out. You know, and that's the whole point about it. You know, make sure y'all buy that pay-per-view. It's buy it for the champ. Okay, we gotta show. You know, I wonder what Anthony Joshua pay-per-view numbers look like. Okay, it translates to $40 over here. It's $20 in pounds. It translates to $40 over here. Okay. And low key, PBC got 2 fight cards slated for December 1st. So I got a video coming on that. They got 2 fight cards that fall on December 1st. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all keep that in mind. You know, Pacquiao's supposed to come back December 2nd on Sunday. I'm not sure if that's still happening. All right. Pinkston Thomas would beat AJ. A lot of guys beat the hell out of AJ. Ken Norton, Ernie Shavers beat the shit out of AJ. Okay. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Man, Cali about to get on, man. I'm about to get off, bro. Don't be coming on here keeping a nigga on for another hour, bro. And what the fuck you doing up anyway? Ain't it like 5 o'clock over there in the morning? I would definitely pay in the pay-per-view. I think the pay-per-view gonna be like $50. Cause the Wilder and Joshua pay-per-view was $50, bro. It was gonna be $50, okay? So it is what it is. Yeah, what's going on?
Oh man, shit, man. I woke up like 4 something in the morning, nigga. That's why I woke up, man. I tapped out early. Was cracking, man. I'm sitting there hearing this bullshit. They know goddamn well they don't want to make that fight with Deontay Wilder, bro. They know damn well. But this is like I said, they do this again. This is their attempt to sell out the next fight. Try to say, look, we tried to make the Wilder fight. They gonna it's all games. Everything is games. Like I said, you'll know when they really trying to make the Wilder fight when they offer him percentage. If they ain't offering him percentage, if they, cause they always do it all out in the media. If they're really trying to negotiate with Wilder, they'll do it behind the scenes. That's how you know they're serious about the fight. Then they'll start negotiate, but they don't want to make this fight. They know they don't. Barry Hearns already stated it. It's all bullshit. Nigga, so Eddie Hearns said they want to make the fight. I'm like, dude, y'all, and people over there still arguing with me. Louis 13 ain't fighting nobody. I said, you know that AJ ducked him, right? Well, he didn't duck no AJ. He just said he had to fight Pulev. I said, y'all, fuck out of here. Y'all got a lot of pussies over there. I'm sorry. Over there in the UK, that's the MO over there. Y'all hide out over there. When it's time to actually fight in America, y'all get y'all ass beat. So now it look like a lot of y'all learning and trying to stay over there. If you get you a world title and then you try to hide out and keep the belts hostage in the UK and try to avoid dudes over here on this side of the pond, you know what I'm saying? In the Atlantic coast, the Gulf Coast, on a regular basis, y'all don't be wanting no smoke, bruh. Y'all used to getting y'all ass whooped on the regular. That's what happens. Whether it's from Cubans, whether it's from Mexicans, it don't matter. Puerto Ricans, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, it don't matter. Y'all get y'all ass whooped regularly. That's what happens. Y'all level competition is garbage there. I tried to watch that undercard. It was horrible. I mean, that's what y'all represent, man. That's why y'all top fighters get their ass whooped. Anthony Joshua know if he face Ortiz, if he face Wilder, he going to sleep. That's why it's been strategic to avoid those two. Anthony Joshua ain't trying to fight no Louis. Dillian White ain't trying to fight no Luis Ortiz. People keep telling me, well, Luis Ortiz ain't fought nobody. I said, heck, Luis Ortiz tried to fight Joshua. Tried to fight Dillian White. Well, how come they ain't fighting him? If he's overrated, why don't they fight him? And you got none of y'all ever have an answer for me, right? But the dude's so old and so overrated, he getting ready to fall off. Okay, if that's the case, fight him. But they're not gonna fight him because they know the result. Like I said, it's high risk, no reward. What I mean, no reward is mean you're gonna lose, and they know this. Anthony Joshua know it. I know it. All y'all know it.
They've
I
been
mean,
doing that shit for years, man.
for sure
Hiding
they
out
know.
over there for years and milking and drying up the UK, and then coming back over, and then they come over here, lose and retire. You know what I'm saying? I'm just man. No, like I say, man, it's Al Heyman for it. That nigga should have never sold that motherfucking belt to Charles Martin. He should have had to dig in his pocket to make up the difference and
He
give
should
Wilder
have.
the IBF belt, man.
Yeah, he
I don't
should
think
have.
he. I don't think he. I don't think he thought it would get this bad. All right.
No, I don't think he did either, man. But I think he'll know next time. Next time in a situation like this, he won't allow it to get this far. Lesson learned. You know what I mean? Because they know Anthony Joshua gonna get his ass whooped. The moment he get in the ring with Wilder, it's an L. That's when you know they ready to cash Anthony Joshua out. When they put him in the ring with Wilder, either they ready to cash him out, or Wilder has gotten so old or fallen off to the point where they feel like he's vulnerable enough to risk it. Because that's what they do for them. They only fight Povetkin because they feel like, okay, now we've seen him look bad against David Price. If he would have looked extremely good against David Price, they probably would have found a way to delay that fight. I guarantee you. But since he looked very vulnerable against David Price, and so they had to say, look what he's been doing over the years. Man, David Price gets fucking around and get flatlined in his next fight. Y'all, come on, man. Y'all over here trying to tell me David Price almost stopped that dude. You trying to compare him to saying you can compare him to Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz was flatlined David Price a lot earlier. Really, that slow ass shit when I hit landing on Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz would have knocked David Price out probably in the fucking first round, second, third round tops. That fight wouldn't have got that far. But this is what y'all about, bro. Like I said, pussy galore over there in the UK, man. Y'all hide out over there at Duck Room. That's what they teach y'all what to do over there. Y'all so used to watching bad fights. You got dudes over there trying to tell me that Luis Ortiz is so slow. I said, and Joshua? If he's slow, then what the fuck is Joshua? He said, see, that's like I'm telling these dudes are so used to watching terrible fights that they really don't understand what quality is.
I told
They,
you, man, them niggas watching the courtesy clerk at the grocery store and the cart pusher and the hardware shop key grinder fight on Saturday afternoons, bro. That's what it is, man.
don't forget the maintenance man too.
Yeah, the maintenance man. And hoop shorts and some motherfucking hoop shoes on, man. Some dirty ass hoop shorts and hoop shoes on. That nigga just went from the crowd to the grocery store straight to the ring.
Yeah, like I said, I tried to give Lawrence Oakley is so goddamn horrible. I mean, this dude, he's so bad as a fighter. I'm sorry. I've watched him. I can't see no way he can make an improvement, man. He's about as awful as I've
They said
seen
he
that.
dropped. They said he dropped Wilder too. I mean, he dropped Joshua too.
Oh, none of that's just a problem. I'm telling you, man. Joshua, man. I'm telling you, in most areas will be a bum. And these dudes don't want to hear this shit. They know. Man, I love that video you put out about this dude ain't better than Wilder or nothing. And his Wilder got a good jab, especially in comparison to that motherfucker. It ain't even close. It ain't close. But everybody keep telling me. I said, what? I still been trying to see what he does so
Man,
great.
I don't listen to what motherfuckers say, dog. I listen to what my eyes say, dog. My eyes told me a long time ago. I said, "Why the jab? I mean, how can he control distance like that if his jab ain't shit?"
Now, it's not just that, man. I'm sitting there, like I said, okay, Povetkin has a better resume than Luis Ortiz. Why is that, though? But I said, I looked at my eye. My eyes tell me. My eyes tell me that Povetkin would have got knocked out fast against Luis Ortiz. There's a reason why these dudes ain't fighting Luis Ortiz. They see it. These dudes know they can't beat Ortiz, man. I'm tired of y'all. I said, man, if that's okay, so how come y'all guys won't fight him? You should see what Big Baby Miller did. They asked, and he said, "I like to see Big Baby Miller against Luis Ortiz." He said, "No, I like to see Joshua against Luis Ortiz." Eddie Hearn got quiet. Why do you think he got quiet? Because he know Anthony Joshua can't win that fight. He knows it, man. Because if he thought that Anthony Joshua could win that fight would have been made a long time ago. He tried to say that after he made Luis Ortiz fight twice in a month, that he didn't look that good. But you say, man, usually if you don't think a guy looks that good, he still stick his ass in there with Anthony Joshua. But he didn't feed him to Anthony Joshua because Anthony Joshua couldn't win that fight. I know how Eddie Hearn works. It's about matching, and they seen enough to know that Anthony Joshua can't beat him. Y'all can go ahead and continue to believe this shit all you want. And it's funny, man. I think I put out a video. I'm gonna hop right back to what we was talking about. I put out a video about John Gruden destroying the Raiders, and now you got all these emo Raider fans coming out talking about, man, you a hater, man. I said, dude, dude.
With the hate
The
on,
Raiders,
did you see the dude lost to the fucking Dolphins, nigga?
like I told these dudes, I said, man, y'all hella emo. I said, man, since the Raiders won their last Super Bowl, man, what's their history? Losing. I said, man, so y'all can continue to live in denial all you want, but this franchise has been shit. I mean, this for real. The history is losing. The modern history is losing. Whether you want to say it or not, it's a fact. You can talk about all that greatness, and that's past, bro. That's in
Yeah.
the long past. So they've been losing. But like I said, man, getting back to Joshua, man. You know what I'm saying? This dude, they hiding him out, bro. He in protection mode right now. They know who he can beat and who he can't beat, and they're keeping him away. They're trying to develop him, but he's just too goddamn stiff and slow. And that's
Yep.
what's gonna be his
A new
undoing.
coach, a new coach won't even help that nigga, man.
Nah, you can't be that goddamn slow against somebody like Wilder. So the only thing to do is hope that Wilder slows down enough to give him a chance. And I'm telling you, they trying to freeze Wilder out. If Wilder is still moving anywhere near what he's moving now at the age of 37, they'll wait again. They'll continue to wait. They have no problems. They don't care. Barry Hearn already said he don't care what the fans think. They don't. Anthony Joshua
You care what they
is
spend
up
their money
on.
a dollar on, man. That's what they care about.
Yeah, oh man, without Anthony Joshua, Matchroom is gone. It's really that simple. They put a lot of money in. They hedged their bets on the zone shit, and probably getting ready to flap. So man, they need Anthony Joshua to be around, or it's over, man. It's over, and they know it. They know it. You know it. We all know it. But a lot of people are too stupid. They just be like, well, Eddie Hearn said this is God. I'm like, dude, I was arguing with some dude yesterday on a live stream with I think McGregor stars boxing man boxing stars and this dude cool cat man but he's an Eddie Hearn believer. He said I don't disagree. I have no dog in the race against Joshua or Wilder. You do, man. You believe in everything Eddie Hearn said. You said it was Wilder who didn't try to make the fight. I said, what evidence points you in that direction? Well, I said, he tried to say that Shelly Finkel been lying. I said, what did he lie? Matter of fact, Warburg tried to get this dude to find out where he lied.
Who begging who? Who begging who? Eddie begging them. Okay, what'd he say? A man came up to me in the street and told me that I'm ready for a Wilder fight. He can't even keep his mouth shut to hold a lie down, man.
No, he can't. They always tell the truth. It's something that we don't lie. After they tell about a gazillion lies, they'll end up telling the truth at some point because he talked too much. He talks too goddamn much. So eventually the truth gets out. It always gets out. You can't lie. When you tell so many lies, eventually it's the truth gonna slip out, or you're gonna get caught in so many lies where you're gonna have to tell the truth. And that's what always happens to Eddie Hearn. Because Anthony Joshua puts them in situations where they have to make the Wilder fight. Or see, right now, because Anthony Joshua put that fucking poll up and all the fans want him to fight Wilder, now they got to go out again and try to pretend like they're making a Wilder fight. So now we got to go through these same stupid ass games when they know they're not fighting Wilder next. They're fighting Dillian White. So they got to try to pretend like they're trying to negotiate. So then when they actually fight Dillian White, like, man, we did everything we could. He just wasn't reasonable. Like I said, all you got to do is go offer 50-50 and the Wilder not. If I'm Wilder, it's 50-50 or nothing at this point. After all the bullshit you took me through this last time. It's just that simple. 50-50 and nothing. Or get the fuck away from me. It's, I mean, they're going to, no matter what, there's still people who want to blame Wilder regardless. Regardless of the evidence, there's people like, well, and then there's people tell me, well, I just think that they're just trying to make them, let it build. I said, man, y'all look at this. That's like I said. I know they're not paying attention, and they don't like the way Wilder fight, so they just want to continue to believe in AJ. And I can look at AJ, and I can tell you can tell a lot of times these dudes ain't watching AJ fight, man. They just hearing the way he fights. They hear the way people subscribe it, or the way people describe it, like Jim Lampley or somebody, and they're like, well, he said it, so it's got to be good. Or somebody on ESPN will say something like, Anthony Joshua was pretty good, Max Kellerman. And I said, all these dudes are dick riders. Paulo Malignaggi has turned into a huge dick rider. I was listening to him call fights over there trying to act like that.
I said that the other day, people got mad, nigga. That nigga really trying to be the UK with the UK motherfuckers, man.
He is, man. He was over there kissing ass over that cab drivers fighting. I'm like, no motherfuckers stink. And man, said, you guys over there like shit, man. They said that's what he should have been telling the truth. Like, man, y'all motherfuckers ain't shit. And me said, man, I could have reigned as champion over here with all these fucking bums. That's what Paulie really should have been saying. Paulie could have said he won't say it, but it's the truth. That's sad. Paulie Malignaggi could have reigned as champion over there. That's how bad the UK fight scene is. He'd be a fucking day prime. Oh my God, Paulie Malignaggi's the greatest. Shit. He's way better than. And they said this dude would get it last washed over here. But one of the problems with Paulie, he ain't got no power. But he would.
He had a knockout streak till his hands got fucked up early in his career. So
yeah, but he would, like I said, he would wash pretty much all them dudes over there in the UK, man. Especially at his weight level, man. They get excited about some of these dudes. Like I'm telling these dudes, man. Like I said, I like Josh Kelly. He better get with some American trainers though. He going to sleep eventually, bro. He gonna go to sleep. All that shit. He gonna be trying to Roy Jones, and he gonna get caught, and the fight gonna be over.
Quick, fast, in a hurry.
So
quick, fast. Then they over here doing this weak ass Bellew and Usyk shit, man. Right. And people really think like Dr. Blick think it's gonna. Oh, Tony Bellew, that nigga got no shot. Let me tell you that right now, man. I mean, Usyk. If it was a heavyweight, I would give him somewhat of a shot, bro. He has no shot at beating Tony Bellew. I mean, at beating Usyk.
The only way Bellew going to have to do it is to be grabbing him and trying to push him in the corner and try to work his body. And that's the only thing. He's going to have to be so dirty and ugly and foul. That's the why. That's the only reason why. That's the only way I can give him a shot. And I stated that. I said this is the only way he's going to have to be grabbing, pushing him in the corner, working him, not letting him out, grabbing the ropes, not letting him out of the corner, that kind of shit.
First, trying to tell me I remember motherfuckers trying to tell me that Anthony Corella was a great win for Jorge Linares. He beat Anthony Corella. I said, who? Man,
Jorge Linares is so fucking overrated, man. This motherfucker ain't shit, bro. I mean, I'm keeping it 100. That's why
I
I'm
was
like,
saying that I was a hater though. I was
yeah,
saying I said that I was a fucking hater though. That's crazy.
no, that motherfucker ain't shit, bro. That's why I said that Lomachenko, okay, it's decent because Lomachenko moved up in weight, but Lomachenko went life and death with that motherfucker, bro. Life and death
Yes,
with that
I'm trying
dude.
to tell you, bro. Them man, Mikey is gonna destroy that nigga, man.
That's what I've said. But I said, man, there's a reason why Mike when Mikey confronted him, man, while he was talking differently.
Yeah,
He
he was
talked
just
about
talking
Mikey's
cash
stuff.
shit. He was talking cash shit. Before that, then Mikey pulled up on a nigga at ESPN and put his hand around him, and he was like, "What?
And he was like,
Oh, yeah.
ooh, he
Hold
kind
on,
of
hold on.
big.
All you motherfucking Lions haters out there, nigga. How that taste last night? All you motherfuckers in the chat talking all the shit about the Lions. You see, we put our foot up the motherfucking Patriots' ass last night, man. I just want to go ahead and say that. All you niggas over here hating on the Lions, dog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know we did the Tom Brady last night. Y'all know we about to do them sorry ass Cowboys, all right? Y'all know we about to we about to beat their ass, all right? We back on track. We not playing.
I heard y'all
You
should
too.
have beat the Niners. I heard that y'all should have beat the
Man,
Niners.
hell yeah, man. They called some bullshit ass call. We got a pick back to the crib to win the shit. But I heard Garoppolo tore his knee up yesterday. So man, I like Jimmy Garoppolo, man.
Yeah, I heard it was a non-contact injury, so
Yeah,
yeah,
but for him, but it didn't really matter. He's gonna get killed this season anyway. They ain't got no nothing else.
right. No, they ain't
They
got no
didn't surround that
receivers.
nigga around nothing around that motherfucking man. Y'all can ask questions now, man. We take a few questions. I'll start getting ready for work. Hey, TBC, hey, put some respect on the Patriots. No, you put some respect on Kerryon Johnson name, nigga. He ran through you niggas last night, nigga. That's that boy from that SEC, man. All right. And you too, CB Sports TV. We gonna put our foot up the Bears' ass, bro. You know that for sure. Y'all niggas ass for the last few years, man. Y'all niggas out here struggling with Sam Bradford, dog. All right. The Bills, man, the Bills beat the fuck out of the Vikings yesterday, dog. Oh my God. How do you let the Bills run up on you like that?
Man, up to NFL land, the parity is real, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's always
hey,
gonna be real.
I'm gonna tell you something. When I say, I haven't watched the NFL, but what I read this stat, the Raiders have led the first three quarters of every game and lost all three games. I
He
mean,
said,
it's like you usually you don't even see stats like that. That's just like you just completely fall apart. But Derek Carr keeps throwing interceptions in the fourth quarter, so that makes sense.
yeah.
That makes, he
Andrew, I
turned
can't
into
pronounce
David
your last
Carr.
name. I can't pronounce his last name. Andrew Kujaki. Sorry, bro. He said I had Povetkin up 5-1. A lot of people had Povetkin up though. A lot of
Yeah,
people
man.
had Alexander
I almost
Povetkin up.
want to go back and watch that fight, even though I really don't want to watch that fight, just to see what I missed that everybody had Povetkin up. Because I mean, even the Sky Sports team had Povetkin up, but
Okay, first
I
and
didn't see what they saw.
but I want to listen to the commentary though, neither. So,
No,
like I
no.
said, man, I thought
I listen to the commentary, but I always judge fights myself. That's why I had Joshua up. I didn't agree with what they saw. It ain't. I don't care for Joshua, but I definitely don't like no Povetkin. But it wasn't that. I just thought I saw Joshua doing just enough in the first round. I didn't think either guy did a goddamn thing. That's why I scored it even. First round, nobody did anything. People said, "Well, he landed that one uppercut." I'm not going to give a guy a round just for one shot. I mean, unless he was just stumbling or something like that. It wasn't that bad. Neither guy did shit in the first round. They didn't. They didn't do anything. So that's why I scored it even. I think more people I think even scoring needs to come back to the sport of boxing where it's like, man, if nobody do anything in a round, score it even. You don't have to just pick somebody just to pick somebody. If it's so close where it's tough, don't be like, well, I'm gonna give it to the champion because he's the champion. No, some shit or some guy, the guy you favor. How about just score it even if nobody does anything, man? And somebody needs to somebody needs to put that out there, emphasize that. Man, if nobody ain't doing shit, make it an even round. There's nothing
exactly,
wrong with making it even, huh?
exactly. Trying to find a reason to give somebody around, or whatever it may be. Any more questions, man? I do not want to see Keith Thurman and Zab Judah, man. I want to see Keith Thurman versus the available top guy in the division, man. I ain't
Yeah,
got nothing. I think Zab should fight Floyd over there in Japan or some shit, man.
yeah. They said Zab has been active, but God damn, Zab about to be 42 years old, bro.
It's over with, man.
I
These niggas
mean,
should have did right with their money. I'm tired of hearing about each athlete going broke, all these boxers and ball players going broke, man.
yeah, man. To me, if you shouldn't be boxing after you 40 years old, in my opinion, you should have been retired already. If you do it what's right with your money, I don't. I mean, some guys just can't return away from the limelight. Too, I think Floyd has a combination of that. Floyd
He
needs
broke.
attention, and he
He probably
broke. No, I'm
broke.
saying, and he broke, but he also needs attention. Because I do believe if even if Floyd was responsible with his money, because of his attitude, because he's on social media and all that shit, he's always still going on the club, and I think he would still come back because he needs people to praise him. He does. And I do. I know he's having a money problem, but he still needs people to praise him. He does. It's both with him. He needs people to be cheering for him because people were starting to. Floyd was starting to fade into the background, man. He was just starting. People weren't really talking about him like that. And all of a
Everybody's talking
sudden,
about these young bulls, man.
yeah, that's why I want him. I'm ready for his era to be over. Him and Pacquiao. I want him and Pacquiao gone. I'm tired. I want Zab Judah
I'm glad.
gone.
I'm glad Cotto and Marquez stepped out of here. A lowland prophet say, but AJ asked us to respect him for what he does outside the ring. Still trying to figure out what he does outside the ring. Yeah, what did he do? Sell bundles?
No, he did. No, he did. Stop the knife violence fundraiser, some shit like that, man.
Stop the what?
The knife violence.
Oh, they over there cut niggas?
Yeah, they cut niggas over there. Hey, you come in me with a knife, it's a wrap for your ass, nigga.
Right.
Like,
You know they don't. You know they can't have guns over there. They took their
I
gun
know.
laws away.
In Ireland you can though. Ireland is the
Uh-huh.
one country in the UK where you can. So
Yeah,
Ireland's
I think
different
it's
from that.
Southern Ireland that's part of the UK. Northern Ireland not part of it. So yeah. Uh,
Yeah, because
who will
me
hold on?
personally, go ahead.
Who will fight first? Hurd or Thurman? I think they're supposed to be fighting on the same night. It's PBC got two major fight cards that day, man. It's
One on
Stevenson.
Fox, right?
No, Stevenson and Gufic on that day. Yep,
So
Stevenson and Gufic is
there's
on
not gonna
first.
one's not gonna be on Fox. They're both gonna be on Showtime.
I don't know how they gonna do it, dog. I hope Thurman and her end up on the Stevenson card rather than the Showtime. I don't want to see neither one of them niggas in the comeback fight on this card.
Nah, because they ain't gonna be fighting nobody. So that should
Exactly.
be the Fox card.
Yeah, man. Fuck up out of here. I'll take Tank and Morez and I take Keith Thurman versus Jesse Vargas. They get Jesse Vargas over there. I take
But
that one.
they ain't, Jesse, the zone gonna want to cut of that card. I mean, of that pay per view. You know
And
that
I was
ain't
like,
happening.
hell no. I said, look, what you getting is if you believe your guy can be the rusty Keith Thurman, you getting the belt out this bitch. Period. And that's what
Keith
you be
Thurman will beat
getting.
the shit. I don't care. I don't care how rusty Keith Thurman will beat the shit out of Jesse Vargas.
Hell yeah, he gonna beat the shit out of him.
People like a good fight. No, it ain't.
It's
No, it
fucking
ain't.
good. He quit the Broner should did way more versus him. Broner just stagnant, dog.
Yep.
Hurt versus Charlo. I ain't even gonna talk about that shit, man. That shit probably gonna happen, dog. I hope it happened. They both
That's
talking about we gotta make sure
I
the
don't see
bag
that. I
right.
don't see that. That's not gonna happen until like the summer, man. But I do think it's gonna happen.
I gotta wait till the bag right. They both talking about the bag. I don't give a shit about that. Like,
Yeah.
wake me up when you niggas is fighting.
Everybody thinking that they fight gonna be build up to some huge payout. No, it ain't, nigga. Y'all niggas ain't got that kind of name cachet. No, it
Exactly.
ain't. Trying to tell people, man. A lot of these dudes let me scam, but everybody think that they Floyd Mayweather, bro, and that's my problem. It's like, hey, bro, y'all got to get out here and fight a bunch of high level names, man. If all y'all start fighting each other, but everybody out here trying to wait till they say, well, I finally got some opponent who I can make a lot of money from. No, none of y'all got that kind of name recognition. So you need to fight anyway. If you wait 2 or 3 years and you still ain't fought nobody with no high level with no real name recognition, guess what? Your pay level is gonna remain the same. The only way to get up to the Floyd level is for all y'all to be fighting out. But a lot of dudes don't want to risk it. And this is what the problem is. We still got this stupid mentality where everybody thinks that they just deserve the Floyd payout now. And they know a lot of these dudes are just like, if I can get $3 million for this fight, then I'm winning. Like, no, nigga, that ain't shit. Y'all niggas can build towards that, but then again, I say if you happy with that, fine. But I think a lot of y'all can get that if you just start fighting each other now. Start fighting each other on a regular basis. And then we can get used to dudes with losses again. That's what the black community. We gotta get be like the Mexican community, man. And just cause dudes have like 2, 3 losses, he's some fucking bum and we can't pay attention to. That's stupid. Mexicans don't do that. Dude can have 12 losses and they'll still show him love because he out there fighting the best competition. Like people still like Orlando Salido. You know, instead of the Latino community, they still like Orlando Salido, man. Because Orlando Salido, when he would fight everybody, man. He had losses, but he still would fight everybody. People respect that. Whether you like it or not, when Adrian Broner was in LA, the fans were coming up to him. No, regardless of how he acted, Mexican fans came up to him and said, man, respect to you, fight everybody. This is what people, this is what they see. So Broner got them losses, but they don't disrespect. They still like Broner. Broner still got respect, regardless of how ignorant he act outside of the ring. These dudes should see that. You ain't gonna lose no respect. There's a lot of fans, but they said black. It starts with the black community, who got to be like, oh my god, this dude got a loss. He ain't shit. That's what our community does, bro. We got to stop that shit. You have to. We got to start talking to. We got to put more content. Like, man, look, one loss don't kill you. Few 3, 4 losses ain't the end of somebody's career, man. We got to stop saying that and saying that this dude's some bum. And Adrian Broner, you got to stop saying Adrian Broner a bum. At least he's fighting good competition, man. Now, I may not like the way he acts, and he acts real, feminine outside of the ring to me. But when he does fight the best competition. So inside the ring, man, congratulations to the brother for fighting the best competition out there, not ducking no phase. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel about that shit, bro.
Yeah, any more questions before we get off? It came from Mayweather. I don't know what you're talking about. Charlo murder Willie. Yeah, I mean, I hope they don't make that fight before they can try to make the Canelo fight, but they probably know Canelo ain't gonna fight him. Ricardo Mayorga had like 11 losses. Yup, and still everybody still like seeing him fight to this day.
Yep.
Crazy about though, man. Crazy.
Yeah, it is though, but that's how it is though, man. But yeah, I am happy that Jamal Charlo called out Canelo Alvarez. He needs to continue to do this.
What'd he say?
Him. Oh man, I saw a video with him. He was standing up in Las Vegas calling them out, man. He said, "Where you at, Cinnamon? Where you at, Cinnamon? Where you at, Cinnamon?" He said, "Bring your ass." I was like, "Ooh," I said, "Okay, it's got to start there, but you can't just do that once. You have to continue to do that and embarrass him. And if he ain't fighting you after all that, after you go out of your way, then I understand that you really wanted it, and then I'm gonna really take a shit on Canelo. But Canelo usually responds to that kind of talk. If you know what I mean, if you disrespect him, because I don't think Canelo afraid to fight Jamal Charlo. I do think it's Oscar, but I do think you got to motivate him and insult him, because I think Canelo needs to know that you really want that fight. You have to go and you got to do what Lar did. If you do that, I think Canelo will fight you. I just don't see Canelo. He's never given me that kind of idea that he's afraid of people. I just don't see him as afraid of nobody. I don't think he can beat everybody, but I don't think he's afraid of nobody, man. I just don't see him as afraid of any of these dudes, man. But I do think that his promotional team, like, that's high risk, very low reward. So I think his promotional team, like, let's kind of swerve this one if we can. See if we could, talk to these sanctioning bodies to get out of that fight, or at least delay it as long as possible. And that's what I think it's going to take, man. If he vacates the WBA title, that's some whole shit. And I don't want to hear anybody. I don't care if you Mexican or not, bro. There's nothing you can say to me if you vacate the WBC title to avoid Jamal Charlo. What can you say to me after that? Don't say shit to me. That's a whole move. That's a whole move. That means, to me, then I'm going to call him a bitch and call him, they said he was scared. But if he fight him, he gives respect to me. He gets respect. Now, to me, Jamal Charlo win and get robbed, I'm like, I'm going to be like, no, he didn't win. They be knowing when dudes be getting robbed, too. The other fans, they be quiet. You could tell when the fight was, especially if when the crowd is Mexican and they quiet, when Canelo fought Floyd, that crowd was quiet. That's how you know Canelo was getting his ass waxed. Because you could tell a pause, but that's how you knew. So that. But any last question? If that's it, man. I know you're trying to get up out of here, man.
Yeah, let me
But
see. Look real quick. Canelo got the Irish blood, man. He ain't scared. They don't give a fuck. I would rather see Bronner versus Mayweather than Mayweather versus Pac-2. Charlo has to talk about Canelo in every interview. I think Fury could be a future sleeper in the heavyweight division. He's not aggressive enough. When he get aggressive, he could be. Charlo needs to pull up on Cinnabon in a big ass taco truck, banging Daddy Yankee. What? Canelo a throwback for real. Oscar the strategic one. What's up, Kerchell Alexander? Salute. Will the WBA enforce their mandatory for Canelo? I won't be surprised if they did. Doesn't WC have a 1 year mandatory? Yeah, but they ain't fought them niggas ain't fought a mandatory since Cotto never fought a mandatory, Canelo never fought a mandatory, and Golovkin didn't fight a mandatory.
nope.
So
So it's long overdue. So Charlo really could have been next if the WBC would have kept their word. They said he's next. So when they mean next, they don't mean next. They mean next when they say next is. Next can be in 2 years if they decide that.
yeah, but that's how.
He
So
never.
Jorge Sebastian Highland was waiting for 3 years, 2 or 3 years.
I know. That's why I said I've seen the WBC do this before. I remember I seen
Eddie
Floyd not.
Alvarez.
Remember we seen Floyd not defend his WBC against mandatories for years.
Yep, and Eddie Alvarez and Stevenson.
So, so like I know. So I know the WBC be talking that shit, but they don't enforce their rules like that. They
Hell
know
no.
they selectively enforce their
Yep.
rules.
Yep. So
Like I don't like that dude as a champion, so he gotta defend all his mandatories. He gotta fight all
they
his
didn't do that
mandatories.
shit to Sean Porter. Jamel Charlo had to fight 2 mandatories after that. David Benavidez didn't have to. It is what it is, man. Yeah,
It's either money and sometimes, oh, you're Mexican, okay, we'll give you a pass. I mean, it's usually it's one of those two. Usually, it's true.
yeah. Or you bringing that bag in, but we're going to go ahead and log off, man. Tell them they can find you at.
You can find me at the Cali Enigma Boxing and Sports Network, the Cali Enigma 2, the Cali Enigma on Instagram and Twitter, and at S1210 College Sports Most Wanted, and the Raw and Uncut podcast that we were supposed to have did that yesterday, man. We still didn't
Yeah,
get that
now,
in.
yeah, man.
Man, if you have
Guys might
time
come
today,
over.
man, if you have some time today
Yeah,
to
I'll
type
hit you.
something, let me know.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
hit you up, man. All right,
All right.
bros. We gone.